Hey YouTube, just wanted to give you an update. It's been a couple weeks since I've made a video. Um, so it has been brought to my attention that I say a lot. So I will try to minimize the ums. So I do have a slight cold. I started getting, I just thought it was maybe sinuses, and then just this past week it has moved down into my chest and starting to cough a little bit. So forgive my voice, I sound a little hoarse. So my starting weight and all my stats I'll put down in the bottom, but I did start off at 286. Before I went into surgery I weighed 274. And then after the surgery, they weigh you in the bed, and I weigh 280. Excuse me. Today does mark my 6-week post-op, and I am officially 240.8 as of today. So if you go by my weight that I was in the hospital after surgery, I've lost 40 pounds, but I like to go to the weight of pre-surgery, which I was 286, so that gives me 46 pounds lost. It's unreal in 6 weeks. So I'm really close to the 50 mark. That makes my eyes look really funny when I do this upside down. So I am really close to the 50-pound weight loss mark. It's unreal. I can't believe that I've already lost almost 50 pounds, 44 more pounds. So there's a few things I would do want to talk about. Well, let me tell you this too. So I do my measurements a lot. Every week that I weigh, I do my measurements. I like to see the measurements because sometimes the scale does not move. Even early on after surgery, the scale does not move. So I like keeping track of my inches. So I have lost 32.5 overall inches. That I do my neck, my chest, my waist, thighs, legs. And 11 inches has come off of my waist, which is pretty cool. So I do want to talk about the 3-week stall. I did have a 3-week stall. It was kind of aggravating and scary. I wasn't sure if I'd done something wrong. Is it just me? Oh boy, I'm one of those people that the surgery's just not going to work for. And that is just terrifying to think about. I know some people it doesn't work for. I didn't want to be one of those people. No one does. So it ended up being the 3-week is when you start the soft foods, and you're putting more foods into your diet, which, okay, so I lost 1 pound that week, which was really, it threw me off because for 2 weeks I lost 20 pounds that first week, first 2 weeks, and then I lost the 5 pounds after, and then it picked back up and I lost 5 more pounds, and this week I lost 3 pounds. So in this week I have started adding more solid foods in. I've tried like ground chicken thighs, turkey, ground turkey. I did try the hamburger meat, but it was very lean. It was a 93.7, so that was okay. The cheeses, I'm trying to only have cheese once a day, which is really hard because the cheese is really easy to eat and it doesn't make me sick. But the cheese does give me problems. You're trying to use the bathroom, so I gotta cut back the cheese. So some things that I have found that do make me sick are something that is more chewy. I can't handle that. And unfortunately for me, since I've been sick, I tried to make some tea the other day. I was like, okay, well, I'll make some green tea, and it's really good for me, and I'll have some lemon in it, and maybe I'll put a little bit of honey. No. So the honey, so for 1 tablespoon of honey, it's like 16 grams of sugar. In my logic, I was thinking, okay, so I will cut that down by 3, it won't be so bad. 1 teaspoon of honey. In the hot tea, it takes me just a little bit to get to work. And I take 1 sip, little sip because it's so hot. By the time I get to work, I'm so nauseous, I just can't stand myself. So I have to take a nausea pill, but that was really, really bad. I guess that would have been the start of the dumping. I was very well aware of the location of my stomach to my throat. and you can just feel everything. It was very, very different feeling. I don't know how else to explain it unless you've been through it. I don't know how else to explain it. So I am wearing some different sizes today, which I'm very proud of. Yay! I was wearing a 22 in jeans and usually a 2X in the top because I don't want the girls to be so tight. I feel like they're going to rip the shirt. So the 22s, you know, and I was having a hard problem with this because my clothes, I haven't bought any new clothes. My friend Amanda has given me some clothes, you know, as I start to lose weight, and, you know, I can try, you know, wear those for a while. Well, then, in my head, like, I can't see the weight loss. When I look at the picture, can't see it in my face. I can't tell in my normal day clothes. I can only tell, like, whenever I put some certain clothes on, I'm like, oh, yeah, well, they're loose, or, you know, it's baggy, or, oh, you know, it looks a little different, but I can't really tell. But, so today I put on a size 18. Yeah, a size 18 khaki dress pant. And this top that I'm wearing, it is actually a 1X. Yep. And the girls are fine. There's plenty of room. See, it's a nice flowy top. And the pants are not tight. Yeah. So, maybe I should sit like that. That's much better. Doesn't make my eyes look funny at all. So, what else? Oh. So, they tell you that you need to have a support system. And you do need to have a support system. The problem is, sometimes you'll have a support system and you don't reach out to your support system. That's the part that I started to do too. So, reach out to your people. Reach out to your people. Let them know what's going on. You know, you're going to have sad days. You're going to have happy days. But just let people know what's going on with you. Because you're not alone. You might feel like you are. But you're not. But nobody knows unless you tell them. And nobody can help unless you tell them. So that's my biggest piece of advice right now, is no honey, and let people know what's going on. I started getting really depressed last week. You know, I was like, great, here I come. The numbers aren't moving that much. You know, I'm not losing as much as I wanted to this week. I wanted to be, you know, down 5 more pounds like I was the last 2 weeks. And I just started feeling like, you know, nobody really cares. That's what I felt like. Nobody cares. And it wasn't true. People do care, but you have to let people know, you know, you've got to talk to people and you've got to open up. And for somebody who is so independent, it's hard at times to open up and share, but you have to do that. Otherwise, you'll just crumble. So that's my learning curve. But it was nice this weekend. The weather was almost 70. It was really cool air, though. The wind blew a lot. So I was able to get out, and I went hiking. I actually went hiking almost 7 miles. Almost 7 miles. It was 6.8 miles that I hiked. And it was great. I used to be a huge hiker. And it made me remember all of that. And, you know, just hiking and trying to make sure that you're on the same trail, watching all the, you know, the color blazes, and just being out and trying to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to get around this obstacle, and, you know, how am I going to get across the creek or the river, or I don't know, but it really helped me mentally. It really helped me to get out and to go hiking, and then, you know, physically it helped me as well. And then I talked to a couple people, and I just kept thinking what everybody would say. So that really helps a lot if you open up to your support group. But just remember that they're there, and I do appreciate everybody's support. And I think that's all I have today. I try not to say too many times, but I will check in soon. Hopefully it won't be too much longer, and I'll be over this cold, and I'll plan to do another update at my 7 week. And Oh, and I've been doing my treadmill. I've been doing at least a mile and a half to 2 miles on the treadmill every afternoon. And it takes me about 30 minutes to do that. But yeah, so keep up the good work. I'm trying to keep up the good work. Hope I can help some of you out there who have questions. But don't let the 3-week stall scare you. I'm sure I'm going to have a 6-week stall. But hey, it's okay. Because I weigh 240 and I'm wearing a size 18. And it will be fine. Okay, thank you for listening. Thanks for everyone who follows me. And thanks for all the support. And I will see you next time. Bye.